Spoon, your action figure aficionado here, taking a look at Funko's Darkwing Duck and Scrooge Mcduck action figures from their new Disney Afternoon toy line. Now, I'm only particularly interested in looking at these two, being as DuckTales and Darkwing Duck were my favorite cartoons in the Disney Afternoon, but this first wave was also included, Chip and Dale from the Rescue Rangers, which are tempting, and then Baloo from Tailspin. My biggest problem, though, is if I were to get them in their entirety, that Chip and Dale aren't quite in perspective to Scrooge here and Darkwing, and Baloo's not quite in perspective, or in scale, sorry. Baloo's not quite in scale to them. So these being my favorites, I am going to opt to get some of these, take a look at them. Hopefully Funko does a wave 2 and can expand on these. Plenty of options there, but once again, hopefully also in the proper scale. So as you see the packages here, just regular blister packs, picture of Darkwing, picture of the DuckTales gang right there. Nothing too fancy. Very small blister packs. And just a quick glimpse of the backs of the packages for you there as well. Now I'm going to crack these things open and just take a closer look. Opened up, I don't really know why they opted to give them different articulation features here, but I'll kind of give you a quick rundown on some of that stuff. Scrooge here has a very nice joint in his head and legs where you just got a ball so you can pivot, and the legs are inserted into the body and move around from inside there. He's got a cane that snaps into his hand, and he can just hold on to this money bag that he comes with. His arms look like some of them could be a little weak in the joint area at the elbow or shoulder. This one, as you can even see, slightly has a warp to it in the elbow joint there. So these are relatively cheap from Funko, so you can score them for between $8 and $10. So with other stuff that's on the market, to find an action figure in that price range is almost unheard of in this day and age. Darkwing comes with his famous gas blaster there, and his suck gas evildoers. Now, his hand is sculpted to get the blaster in there, but it's kind of hard to get it just to sit right where it looks even. I think I got it now. It kept popping out. His cape is a soft, pliable material. See, there with the blaster. He's got the same types of arms, pivots at least, as Scrooge, but his head joint's a little bit different. And then the real change here is opting to go with an actual like Y crotch cut versus what they did with Scrooge. Both work, but the Scrooge one I think gives it a little bit more functionality. Makes me miss being able to go home and watch these cartoons all the time after school. The Disney Afternoon was classic. I still do watch the cartoons with my kids, though. Got them all the way it is, so I still can watch the good stuff with them. Definitely worth the price from Funko. This is some of the first Funko stuff I've ever bought. I'm not a fan of pop vinyls at all. Yeah, the paint apps, as you can see, are a little spotty in areas, but the bang for your buck is worth it if you're a fan of any of these properties. Like I said, I really would like the Chip and Dale ones myself, but just to keep them in scale with the rest of the collection, I don't know if I can do that. Maybe if they were to release larger Scrooge and Darkwing later on and keep the Chip and Dale at this scale, I'd be willing to go back and get them and then get the new Darkwing and Scrooge that are slightly larger. But I just don't want to see a Chip or Dale that is on par with any of my Duck characters. So here's hoping that they do expand on this line. I'd love to get a full range of Darkwing villains, sidekicks, friends. Same with Scrooge, his family, other people such as Magica Dispel, the Beagle Boys, anything like that. But once again, I would prefer larger figures or characters to be at a larger scale. I don't want Gizmo Duck standing next to, in between Darkwing and Scrooge there at the same height. Gizmo Duck would need to be larger. But I would love to see a lot of those characters welcomed into this toy line by Funko. I'm Spoon, your action figure aficionado, keeping it mint.